Hi there, I'm SmallAnt1 and welcome to my beginner's guide to the Super Mario Odyssey any % Luncheon and Ruined Kingdom route. In this video, I'll be showing you the basic path through the kingdoms, describing the movement, and explaining any tricks you may find difficult. There are timestamps in the video description if you want to skip to a particular section, but let's get started. Here's what a good beginner's Luncheon Kingdom looks like, and I'll wait until after it's done to talk about it. Alright, so there's Luncheon Kingdom. This one starts off with a tricky jump, especially for beginners. Roll over to the ledge, jump up on the left side, turn right, center the camera, then triple jump. Now cap jump, making sure to wait for the full twirl from Mario, then cap throw towards the wall jump, cap throw and dive to get up. There are some alternate ways to get up that are faster too. A ground pound jump works, or a faster backflip. A triple jump off of the salt pile is the fastest but most difficult of the strats. I'd say start off by learning the triple jump on the ledge, then as you get better, learn the harder strats. Get the moon up on the salt pile, then dive, and roll to the edge. Long jump down, roll a bit more, then long jump to get the next moon. Get this one, then turn around, backflip, cap throw, dive, cap throw and dive to get up. Then jump over to the Spewart fight. Since this fight is exactly the same as the one in Wooded, I won't get too into detail here as I did explain this in the Wooded guide video. Start with a dive, jump and cap throw. Stand in the coin ring. Then jump when he moves. Jump and cap throw when he's ready. Stand in the coin ring and jump again. Then finish off the fight with another jump cap throw. After the fight's over, roll and long jump into the moon to initiate a cutscene. After the cutscene, dive down and cap throw to enter the door. Inside the sub area, jump and cap jump around the corner, then dive into the moon, then just dive and run out. Back outside here, keep the control stick neutral and do a backflip. At the peak of the jump, do a cap throw towards the wall and hold the control stick in that direction until Mario lands on the ledge. Jump and dive over to the triangular face on the wall, then cap jump and capture the fork. Use a motion control shake to fling Mario up, then cap throw and dive onto the wall. Make sure to land on this face so Mario doesn't slide down. Jump up, then long jump and cap jump onto the pillar. Turn towards the camera, then backflip and cap jump up to the mountain. Ground pound the glowing spot on the mountain to reveal a moon. Get the moon, then cap throw to change Mario's direction, and ground pound roll over here to triple jump across the vegetables. Capture the fork, motion control fling, then dive and jump onto the lower building. Throw Cappy backwards so it's on top of the crate containing the moon, then shake to break the crate and reveal the moon to collect it. Instead of going over the top of the building, there is an alternate strat where you have Mario travel over the food, roll over, then triple jump and wall jump up the buildings instead, destroying the crate with Cappy before the final dive onto the building. Getting over the food in this strat is easier, but the triple jump up to the building can be a bit awkward. It is a bit harder, but go for it if you like. After the moon from the crate, dive down to the turnips, pull up the middle golden turnip, then bring it over to the pot. A double or triple jump, then a motion control shake generally gets it into the pot if you're accurate. After tossing it into the pot, wait a moment in the spot it will appear, then jump to collect it. After the moon cutscene, backflip, cap throw, and dive onto the platform, jump and cap jump to get onto the pillar. Ground pound the pillar to get a moon. After the moon cutscene, cap throw to change Mario's direction, and ground pound roll down. Once you get to the island, dive onto it. The camera is turned downwards during the fall because it loads the lava bubble after the next moon a bit later, which puts it in a location where you can capture it faster after the next moon. You don't have to turn the camera downwards here if it's too much, you'll only have to wait an extra second or so for the lava bubble. Once on the salt pile island, long jump and cap jump across to ground pound the salt pile here, get this moon, then capture the lava bubble I was just talking about. Motion control shake 3 times to boost over to the doorway, do a regular jump and hop out of the lava bubble, then open the doorway and go right in. Now we enter the forks room. Roll over to the first fork, capture it, motion control fling, then cap throw to the right, and motion control fling, throw Cappy into the Cappy boost thing, and it'll capture the next fork. Once in that fork, motion control fling, and do a motion control up throw to capture the next fork, motion control fling from this one. At the peak of the fling, aim right and throw Cappy, wait until it goes the max distance, then shake to home in. This is the most difficult cap throw in the forks room, so be careful not to throw Cappy or shake too early. In the next fork, motion control fling and up throw to the fork on the right. This final fling is a bit weird, aim the fork to the left and very slightly downwards. Then motion control shake to fling. Mario should fling nice and far in the direction of the moon. At the peak of the fling, throw Cappy to redirect Mario and gain a little height to dive into the moon. If you miss this fling, that's alright, there is a fork right below you can use to fling up to the moon too. After getting this moon, jump, cap jump, and dive over to the other moon, then cap throw and dive to roll out of the room. Out of the fork room, walk over and capture the lava bubble, then motion control boost 3 times over to the hill, jump up the hill to the higher section, boost 3 more times to the small slope, then jump up again and boost 3 last times to jump onto solid ground. There is a faster strat here that can be a bit challenging for some. I'll give a quick explanation. Basically, you jump the lava bubble up here to get up to the slope, and jump again to quickly get all the way up. The first jump is the hard part. Lava bubbles jump higher when traveling up slopes. It doesn't matter how steep the slope is. If a lava bubble is traveling up when it jumps, it will jump higher. With the first jump, there is a very slight slope beside the wall that you need to be traveling up when you jump. The main mistake made on this jump is getting too close to the wall before the jump and having the lava bubble stop right before. So as long as the lava bubble is moving up this slope, you'll make the jump. The timing for this one is difficult though, so I'd start by going around it first. The second jump also has to do with traveling up the slope before the jump, but the slope is a lot more pronounced and easier to jump from. After getting out of the lava bubble, backflip, cap jump, wall jump, cap throw, and dive up to get to the moon. Then jump and roll down to the pan bros. Capture the pan bro on the blocks, then jump him up to the cheese, and throw pans to reveal the switch. You can throw pans with Y or shake to throw pans much faster. In this case, I find it easier to aim by pressing Y, but you may find that shaking is easier for you. After activating the switch, watch a quick cutscene, then roll down to collect the cutscene moon. If you've watched some high-level runs, you've probably seen some people do something called Turnip Clip. This is only possible on versions 1.0 and 1.1, but if you're just starting out, you probably don't have this version, so don't worry about doing it. I will give an overview of how it works though. Basically, you have Mario throw a turnip to the left side of any face of the glass a certain distance away, then capture a pan bro, drop him in between the glass and the turnip facing outwards. The turnip will push the pan bro slightly into the glass, allowing Mario to recapture and slip inside. This is faster than hitting the switch, as the switch activates a short cutscene of the glass breaking. Anyways, after collecting the moon, skip the cutscene, roll over to the lava bubble, capture it, boost once, then jump into the torch to spawn a moon. Collect the moon, then dive and dive over the gap. Now triple jump, cap jump, wall jump, cap throw, and dive onto the big wall. Jump above the small outcropping and ground pound the glowing spot to get a moon. Dive onto the ledge beside it and cap jump back onto the ground. Triple jump and wall jump to get up on the next platform. Then jump, cap jump, and cap throw to capture the fork. Motion control fling and capture the meat. Mash the A and B button without using the control stick at all to break the salt off and get the big bird's attention. In the huge pot off of the meat, just jump and cap jump up to the multi-moon to trigger a cutscene and end the kingdom. There will be 2 cutscenes to skip and some Cappy text to mash through before throwing Cappy onto the Odyssey to leave. Luncheon is one of the harder kingdoms, so don't get too demoralized if you have trouble with a lot of it. It just takes practice, you will get consistent eventually. That is the end of the guide for Luncheon though. Here's Ruined Kingdom now. Alright, so there's Ruined Kingdom. Pretty basic, it's just a slow boss fight. Jump and dive, then roll up the slopes to the pin, throw Cappy to remove it, and capture the wire to travel into the dragon fight. Stand around for a moment, then skip the cutscene. In this first phase, ground pound 2 of the glowing mounds to reveal some hearts. Don't collect these, you'll be using them later after taking some intentional damage. The dragon will shoot electricity down, which makes electric rings appear. These should be fairly easy to avoid, just stand still until they spawn, then walk left or right to avoid them. The dragon will spawn 2 sets of rings, then smash his face into the ground to throw another electric attack out. The aim here is to land on the dragon's head right after it hits the ground and take some damage. Mario will get a period of invincibility that you can use to prepare yourself to remove the pins from the dragon's head. I like to stand on this spot here, then right as the dragon's head becomes parallel with the ground, dive and triple jump, then cap jump and dive onto his head. Everyone gets onto the head differently, so if you find something that works better for you, then go for that as long as you can get up early enough. After taking damage, throw Cappy to remove all the pins, then right as the crown is being destroyed, ground pound beside it. The dragon should blast Mario off and start the next phase. Collect a heart and avoid the 2 sets of electric rings, same as the last phase. Then dive and triple jump onto his head, same as before. There will be a few more pins this time, but remove them quickly with Cappy and smash into his head a second time. The dragon will blast Mario off again. After Mario lands, go and roll over to the second heart, and prepare for the dragon's final attack. The dragon will spawn 1 set of many rings. I like to avoid these by ground pound jumping, and using cap throws, cap jumps, and dives to stall in the air above the rings until the attack is over. The dragon will only do this once, so get back into place and dive to triple jump one last time. A cutscene will start with the dragon spawning the multi-moon. During this cutscene, you gain control of Mario right after the camera pans downwards after showing you the multi-moon. Jump, cap throw, and dive right when the camera pans to collect the multi-moon before it or Mario even comes on screen. You'll watch one last cutscene and be brought back to the Odyssey where you can finish off the kingdom. That's the end of the guide for these two kingdoms. If I forgot any details or if you have any helpful tips, feel free to leave them in the comments below. They are much appreciated. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm SmallAnt1, and I'll see you next time.